Hi guys, so today I'll be talking about my interview experience of IIM Shillong. So as you all know that IIM Shillong has personal interview and your group discussion. So it's basically a case discussion where you will be handed out one A4 size paper. There the case will be written, one big paragraph, and at the bottom there will be two questions regarding that paragraph. So you'll be given 3 minutes and you have to go through that paragraph and write down your points, what you're going to talk about, and then the professor will ask you to start and you'll start discussion. So in my panel there are 2 panelists and 8 people to discuss the case. The topic was that it was a big paragraph, and I'll give you the gist. It basically that one MNC company is there, it invests a large chunk of money in a sustainable company. Now is this, the first question was that, is this a corporate hoax to look good in front of the world, or is it really a green initiative? And the second question was that let's say the company really wants to invest in some green initiative, in sustainable company. So what are the ways, what are the different things that the company, for that particular company, that were the details of the company was given in the paragraph, what they do or not. So what are the ways that they can invest in green initiative, do something good. So it was a good discussion, very good points were raised, and after 12 minutes it was over and we came outside and we waited for our personal interviews to start. So when it was my time, I went inside and there was two professors inside. Both of them were male professors and both of them were in their late 30s or early 40s maybe. So the professor who opened the door for me called my name. He asked me to sit down and asked, "So Dhruba, how are you feeling today?" So I said "Sir, I'm fine" and all. Then the other professor who was there, he asked me to rank the candidates who participated with me in the case discussion, because in each panel there were 8 candidates who participated in the same case discussion. So he asked me to rank the top 3 people who I think did very well or did well in the case discussion. So I ranked them. First there was a boy, second there was a girl, and third I ranked myself. So then he said okay, fine. Then the other professor who called my name, he asked me, "So Dhruba, what have you been doing in this past month?" So then I said "Sir, I've been preparing for this interview, then I was involved in my academics because I'm in my final year, then or the things I was doing," I told him. Then he said, "So Dhruba, how did you prepare for this interview?" Then I said, "Sir, I read finance, then current affairs, general awareness, all these things." So next he asked me "So Dhruba, how do you find out the valuation of a company using the DCF model? Please explain the step-by-step procedure, but you cannot use the WACC and alpha beta, all those things, just using the FCF." Then I explained to him first I have to calculate, find out the FCF, free cash flow for 10 years, and calculate the present value from them, and jaisa bhi hota hai. And he was he was fine with the answer. Then he said "So Dhruba, what are the other types of what are the other types of models except DCF that you know of to evaluate one company?" So मेरे को पता नहीं था, I didn't know any other ways, any other procedures or model except DCF. So I told him, and so next he asked me "So Dhruba, how do you link the 3 financial statements to each other? They are very much linked to each other. So how do you know? How can you prove it?" So then I said there are different line items in all those 3 financial statements which are related to each other, and they can be traced back. The same thing emerges as other name in the different financial statement. So I gave him some examples and he was okay with the answer. And so next he asked me one operation question. "So Dhruba, let's say you have to find out how many water bottles will be required tomorrow in this particular hotel, and how will you find out?" And so I asked him one follow-up question: "Sir, do I have the information of the hotel, or am I an outsider who is trying to evaluate the number?" Then he said, "Okay, you have all the information that you need." Then I said, "Sir, I'll go over the previous month's data and I'll take one average of the number of water bottles that were required, and I'll order 20% more than that." Then he said "If you order 20% more than that, that will incur storage facility charges." Then I said "That is fine, sir, and because if let's say we order less and let's say we ordered 80 water bottles and 100 water bottles are required, then you have to call the supplier, and that will again cost transportation charges. And if our transportation charges is higher than storage facility charges, then we'll surely go for 20% more, because ultimately those extra water bottles will be used tomorrow also, the day after tomorrow, so that is fine, that will be nullified. So next he asked me is that so Dhruba Jyoti, let's say as an investor you have to evaluate 2 companies, and so what are the parameters that you will use. So this was the same question that was asked in my IIM Core interview. You can check out the video. And then I said, sir, sir, first of all I'll let's say the 2 companies are in the same sector, then I'll do the qualitative analysis of those parameters, of the parameters which are particular to that particular sector, and then once my qualitative analysis is done and it checks out, then I'll do the quantitative analysis, the ratio analysis of the 2 companies and compare them, and that's how I'll do. And now the other professor who was sitting there and going through my documents until now, he started asking me question. And so the first question that he asked me is that, so Dhruba Jyoti, since you are a physics major, can you tell me the name of the scientist who won the Nobel Prize last year in physics? So I told him, sir, as of now I'm not aware of the names, I don't remember the names of the scientists, but I can tell you their work, in which field they got the Nobel Prize in. Then he said, okay fine Dhruba Jyoti, tell me their work. So unko maine bataya, I told him the work, and he said okay fine. And then he asked me so can you tell me in which year the Nobel Prize in Physics was given for neural network research and AI stuff. Then I told him, sir, last year, 2024. Then he said okay fine. So then he said so Dhruba Jyoti, you must be aware of the recent news of job losses because of artificial intelligence. So what are your views, and do you think that these news are as serious as they are said? I said yes sir, the fear of job loss is pretty much grounded in reality, and the job loss is imminent, because as the artificial intelligence is progressively becoming more advanced, the entry-level jobs in software development will be wiped out. And but again, this is not only bad thing, because the software engineers, they can also be benefited from this artificial intelligence, and they are already being benefited from it, because previously before artificial intelligence, let's say some software engineer find themselves in some problem, they have to go to Stack Overflow or ask their friend and all. It will take some time to solve that problem, but as of now they can just ask the AI and AI will solve it. So the acquisition of correct information and has become very much democratized, and so yes, it is not only bad thing, it is also good, but yeah, it will wipe out the entry level jobs, that is for sure. So then he asked me so Dhruba Jyoti, do you think that a normal middle class household in India should rely on artificial intelligence to in the matter of stock market and stock investing? So I said, sir, no, I don't think so, because since you said normal middle class people, I'm assuming that most of them will not have access to premium accounts, premium ChatGPT or premium Google Gemini or whatever. So they will be relying on the free version, and as we know that the free version is more prone to making mistakes. And so when it comes to investing your money, I don't think they should rely on something that is prone to give bad advice or wrong advice. So I think they should be relying on more reliable sources, like different websites, trusted websites or news or whatever. They should follow the news. So then he asked me so Dhruba Jyoti, since you talked about free version and the premium version, so let's say one family has access to premium version of the artificial intelligence software, let's say Gemini or ChatGPT. Now should they be relying on the artificial intelligence or a financial analyst or stockbroker or people who give advice? Now then I said, sir, even though they have premium version, I think they still be relying on the more reliable sources like the stockbroker or fundamental analyst, financial analyst and all, rather than your ChatGPT or Google Gemini, because as of now the artificial intelligence is not very much advanced when it comes to predicting the future. in stock market and stock trading. So yes, financial analyst should be relied upon more than artificial intelligence. So that was the last question. Then the professor, they asked me like, okay, so that is it, that will be all, Dhruba Jyoti, you may leave now, you can collect your documents and you can leave. So that was it, that was my interview. It was pretty decent, both the case discussion and the interview. And so if you want any clarification regarding anything, you can comment down, and I'll let you know if I got in or not when the result comes out. And meanwhile, you can check out the other videos, the IIM Lucknow one and the IIM Kozhikode one, and you can subscribe for like upcoming videos that I'll be sharing, you know, the IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, all those interviews also I'll be sharing. So yeah, that's it. Best of luck.